So I'm going to be going over the top 3 best Samsung phones to buy in 2022. Now I'm going to start things off with my top pick, which is the Galaxy Z Flip 3. This is by far one of my favorite Samsung phones in the market. That's of course foldable, comes with a big display, and has some cool features you won't find on any other phone. Now the Z Flip 3 has a half glass, half aluminum design, and when folded takes up a lot less space in your pocket compared to most phones. Now, since owning this phone, I've compared the fold on it to being equivalent to a big saltine cracker. I know that's a weird comparison, but hey, it is what it is. Now, the price on this phone is a bit more expensive at $1,000, but in my opinion, it's worth every penny. It's also a lot more affordable than the Fold 3. Now, one of the first features I want to talk about on this phone is the cover display, which is extremely cool. Useful, and it's just cool, right? You can see I've got like an animal design set up right now. You've also got some widgets you can use on the cover screen as well, and it's something that I've kind of dabbled with a little bit, but it is a cool feature on the phone for sure. Then, we got to talk about the fact that it's got that 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, which is foldable. It's great for watching video and gaming. And then, of course, I gotta say, this is Samsung's most affordable foldable phone yet, okay? Which is a big deal, even at $1,000. Now, I wanted to show you an example of the camera on here. Now, Samsung phones always have good cameras. This is no exception. The phone can record in 4K at 60 frames per second. Just showing you an example of my Jason Voorhees coffee mug. I took a picture of it. So yeah, the camera quality is really good. Performance on this phone is really good too. I mean, you got a Snapdragon 888 processor. I wanted to run like a 1-minute clip here so you can kind of see some of the video quality. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and then we're going to get into some of the performance on this phone. Now, when it comes to performance, the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is extremely fast. It's got one of the newest Snapdragon processors in it, so it's a great gaming phone. I'm going to show you 2 different examples here. We've got Marvel Contest of Champions, and then some F1 Mobile. Next, we've got the Galaxy A52, which is a phone I absolutely love. Now, this phone is a bit more budget-friendly. It sells for between $250 and $300. It's got a really nice design, comes in a few different colors. I would definitely recommend getting the blue on it. I think it looks slick. And the back of the phone is a hard PC polycarbonate. The front is a 6.5-inch Gorilla Glass Super AMOLED display. You can see I'm rocking that Superman wallpaper right now. Now, the processor on this, it has a Snapdragon 720 processor. The battery is 4,500 mAh, so you actually get a really good battery life on this phone. Now, the camera is also really good, so if you're into phone photography, it's hard to beat this phone for the price. I mean, you get a 64-megapixel back camera, 32 megapixels on the selfie. It could also record in 4K at 30 frames per second. And I just wanted to zoom in so you can see the quality on this is really good. And then, as far as performance goes, I always like to throw up a game real quick, so let's check that out. And the final pick goes to the Galaxy Note 20. Now, the Note series has always been one of my favorites over the years, and there's been a rumor they're going to stop making these. I hope to God not, because honestly, they're just really cool phones, you know, and it would just be a shame. Anyways, this phone sells for between $500 and $700. Design on this phone is incredible. It's got the triple lens back camera, 64 megapixels. The back of the phone is actually plastic. It doesn't really look like that. This is the 5G model. So it sells between $700 and $800. Now, that's really the only downside to this phone, is that it's a little bit more pricey. However, you know, the display on it's incredible. It's got a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus HDR display. I mean, it looks crazy. We're actually going to check out some of the video quality out and sound quality in a second. I wanted to show you S Pen. Now, this is one of the coolest features on using a Note series phone. I mean, you can do a lot of cool things. You can create notes, you can draw, you can give your phone controls. And, you know, it's a feature that personally, like, I kind of used, especially like over the years on these Note series phones, but you know, it is a really cool thing to use for sure. So I mean, you do have the S Pen, you can control the camera for taking pictures, and there's a lot of cool things you can do with you know, S Pen. And of course, when it comes to performance on the Note 20, it's very fast. It's great for gaming with the big display, as you can see in some of the Street Fighter right here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the list for some of these best Samsung phones to buy in 2022. Each one of these phones is awesome in its own right. Of course, if you have any questions about them, you can always message us below in the comments. Thanks for watching this, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. But just showing you some of the quality as far